What's going on, everybody? TheKennyDubz here with another Pokemon Masters EX Datamine discussion. It's been a little while since I've done one of these, but I've still been actively playing the game. It's just a bit hard for me to create content on the game for reasons I've explained in previous videos, live streams, etc. But yeah, so let's take a look at the latest Datamine because there's a lot of stuff in here that I'm interested in, and I figured you might be interested in too. So first up, over here we have the dev later. We'll look at that later. We got level 150 cap now for units, which I just finished unlocking cap for 140 on everyone, so it's never over. Monthly book for Scout, Trainer's Lodge. I'm gonna open up the dev letter over here after we go through this as per usual. So let's go on a little bit. First up, new sync grids: Hapu and Mudsdale with EX unlocked. Nanu and Alolan Persian, then Moylane and Alolan Dugtrio. Those are all pretty good. I think Hapu and Mudsdale are long overdue for a grid, considering how star we were for ground types for the longest time. This is really good now, though, just in general for Hapu, but Courtney's in the regular pool, so by association, every ground type gets better if you own Courtney. So, you know, there is that, which is pretty cool. I'm looking forward to see what Nanu and Alolan Persian have on their grid. To be honest, not really too concerned with Moylane and Alolan Dugtrio. It could be pretty cool, but since there's a free-to-play pair in Solgaleo and the main character, we already had a steel type, physical steel type attacker. We can't EX it though. Now we can EX Moylane and Dugtrio, but I think this is looking a lot more likely to get EX than the protagonist right now. A little bit more. So we have something that was revealed to us earlier today, or yesterday at this point, the Master Fairs for the 3rd anniversary of Pokemon Masters. First one is Ash and Pikachu. You know, they look pretty cool, Ash and Pikachu. I think this is actually fantastic that they're adding Ash and Pikachu here. I know a lot of people didn't really necessarily want Ash and Pikachu. We also knew about this from Worlds, but I think this is really big because this opens the door for maybe more anime exclusive characters to be added in here, although I can't really think of any off the top of my head that I would. Oh no, Damien. Yeah, Damien with his Latios or Damien with his Darkrai. I think that'd be pretty cool, actually. But yeah, Ash and Pikachu as a Master Fair Scout, which is pretty nice. You can see the EX'd form there. I know a lot of people are also saying that they would prefer the classic Ash as opposed to the this art style of Ash, as this is the most recent one, but I think it makes more sense for it to be the more recent one because this was the design they had recently in the anime. So despite a lot of us old heads playing Pokemon and you know, the classic Ash being a lot more maybe recognizable for us, I think this Ash is overall better for them because this is the Ash that's portrayed in the current anime. I don't know how I feel about this though. Like, I like these colors a lot more than I like these. So Signet Suit Red and Pikachu as well were revealed. Another Pikachu sync pair as a Master Fair for Kanto. I don't think Kanto has had a single Master Fair yet, so this is big for them. And of course, the first one being Red and Pikachu, G-Max Pikachu at that. Unfortunately, I don't think we'll get to hear like the Pika from Galar when it G-Max, you know, the Pikachu with bass in his voice, but that's pretty cool too. I think this is a striker. I think these are both strikers actually, which is pretty interesting. And then we have the reason why my gems are going to disappear, because I'm going to have to pity her, because of course I will. Signet Suit Cynthia, Aura, and Mega Lucario Master Scout Fair. This is a Cynthia unit, so obviously I'm already interested because I like Cynthia. She's one of my favorite trainers, and she's paired with Lucario. I like Lucario as well. Mega Lucario with that. I know some people were actually kind of upset about that because Karina has Mega Lucario. But I mean, we already have two different people with Charizard, so people with Gengar. So like I don't think it's that big of a deal. Like I can kind of see where they're coming from because I thought that this was going to power creep Karina and Lucario, but this Lucario has a completely different role, which I will get into once I start doing, you know, my sync pair discussions. But I do like the colors on the Cynthia as well. I like the color, the black and blue, and I like her different hairstyle as well. And I even like the EX version of it a lot as well. Following that, we have Rosa Special Costume and Shaymin Sky, another pair that I really want. Like, all these pairs so far, I kind of want. I'm not the biggest fan of Pikachu, but I like the way, I like how the other pairs are looking so far. This one is not a Master Fair, so this one is actually a lot lower on my priority list because this isn't a Master Fair, and as you know, we know the Master Fairs typically don't rerun that frequently. Like, we just got Kyogre and Groudon rerunning now, but we still haven't had Leon and Charizard rerunning it, and they were the first Master Pair we've ever got. So I don't know how often Master Pairs are going to rerun. We're just gonna have to, I guess, kind of play it by ear, wait and see kind of thing. But I do like Shaymin Sky, so I kind of want this pair too. It sucks at releasing all these pairs that I kind of have interest in for Anniversary, because I'm still recovering from the last pity I did. I'm only at 30k gems. Hopefully I can luck out real quick and maybe snag Second Suit Cynthia on my first pull. Super duper unlikely, but it's copium. Next up, we have Naomi and Kanto Sandslash, which is very, very interesting. I wasn't expecting to see Naomi Sightseer here with a Kanto Sandslash, but hey, I like Sandslash. I mean, I'll take it. It's another ground type Pokemon, ground type sync pair. Ground type got really crowded. I mean, not necessarily crowded, but we got a lot of ground type units over the course of like the last year. Like, we went from having 3 to more than 3. And not too many of them are limited, which is actually great. Those are, of course, those are towards, like, you know, the tail end. Like, we have this, we have Bertha, we have Courtney. None of those are limited, so those are always in the starting pool, which is great. But there's that. And then we have new BP pairs. Now, this is something I was very, very, very excited about. So let's take a look at these. We have main character and Mesprit. Mesprit is actually my favorite of the Lake Spirits, so I'm cool on that. I don't know if that's going to be a master pair, though. It doesn't say that here. Janine and Crobat. I like me some Crobat. I like Janine. My friend kind of likes Janine. Kind of might like this as well. Candace and Frostlass, again, another Pokemon that I like. Paired with Candace, I could use more ice type users, as I don't have all that many now I think about it. I prefer physical ice type users, but you know, that's fine too. Softly is a Nolan Golem. Hey, I like me some Golem, so that's pretty cool there. Clement and Magneton, and I don't really feel one way or the other about Clement. Magneton, again, I don't feel one way or the other about that either. And then we have Nida and Landorus. The fourth born of the Battle Chatelaine sisters, Nida speaks in a unique way and is very energetic in the Battle Maison. She's in charge of single battles. So, Landorus is, I would assume, going to be a ground type sync pair. They could make it flying, but I don't think they would do that for this one in particular. Maybe they would. I don't know. But I'm looking forward to this. I have quite a few tickets saved up. I even stopped doing my BP dailies pretty consistently, but I think I still have. I haven't used even my first super BP ticket, so I think I have 3 of those saved up, and I have a bunch of tickets for the other things I can grab as well. I'm expecting Nida Landorus, and MC and Mesprit to be the BP Master Pair, just because those are legendaries. And it's not really a precedent for it, but the previous BP Master Pairs that needed the Super Vouchers were also legendary Pokemon, so I'm just assuming that that's going to be, that's how we're going to keep it. And then we have the Trainer's Lodge. The Trainer's Lodge, I'm actually really enjoying. I've only done a little bit of it so far, but from what I've done, I have enjoyed interacting with things in the Trainer's Lodge. The Trainer's Lodge actually allows you to get sync pairs in them, as you can see here. You can actually look in your game and see the sync pairs as well. However, I don't know how I want to really describe it. You can only like take a look at the sync pairs and actually even invite people that you've pulled already. So, as an example, if I wanted to invite Cynthia so I can start working on Cynthia and Gartron, if I haven't scouted a Cynthia yet, I can't invite her to my Trainer Lodge, which makes sense. But like, I was like, so I have to own Cynthia in order to call her there. Like I said, it makes sense because if I don't own them, like, you can't really interact with them. Like, you can't, you know, do anything with them. But I don't know. It does make sense, but I kind of just don't like it because you might be locked out of some things here. I have at least one copy of all of these units, though I don't know how it would work for characters like Cynthia or May or N or Lily that have, you know, multiple alts. I would assume that you have one of them, you can invite them. You know what? Actually, I'm going to check to see if I can invite Marnie, because if I can invite Marnie, then as long as you have, you know, some variation of them, you can invite them. And the reason I specifically say Marnie is because I don't have the original Marnie. I have Summer Marnie and Grimmsnarl. So I think I would be able to invite Marnie, but I'm not entirely sure at this moment. But I do like having, you know, more sync pairs. It seems like it's going to be quite a bit of work to unlock these, but I know get you something to work towards, and I actually do like interacting in the Trainer's Lodge so far. It might become tedious later on, but for right now, I enjoy it. A new trainer NPC here, the Sightseer. You know, that's okay. New title screen, actually, I really like as well, which we actually saw this in the one of the trailers. And then just the banners and event summary, things like that down here. So there's quite a bit of things going on in this update for the 3rd anniversary. Hopefully we get a metric butt ton of gems. That stuff isn't down here just yet because it is 5 a.m. and I'm a maniac recording this now. But I was excited to record this. So actually, let's take a quick look at the dev letter update. Okay, so over here at the dev letter, I guess I should say a message from the Pokemon Masters EX team. Greeting trainers, we're the producer of Pokemon Masters. Actually, I think that's the same every time. Today we'll focus on the details of the Trainer's Lodge and the 3rd anniversary with the new sync pairs that will debut at the end of August. So I believe this is all going to start kicking off around the 28th of August, so 3 days from now, as today is the 25th as I'm recording this. Last Trainer's Lodge has arrived. This is the new major content that focuses on connecting and interacting with trainers that we mentioned in previous messages. Today we'll share some details of the Trainer's Lodge, so hope you give it a try. Trainer's Lodge. 2 main features of the Trainer's Lodge: interactions, expeditions. First, we'll tell you about interactions. You can interact with trainers that you've invited to the Trainer's Lodge as guests by having special conversations with them. You can earn friendship points from these conversations. Accumulating friendship points will increase friendship levels. By increasing friendship levels, you can earn rewards such as move candy coins, 5-star guaranteed scout tickets, as well as rewards that are exclusive to the Trainer's Lodge, including scrapbook photos and friendship stories. Scrapbook photos are special photos you can get based off of a guest friendship level by meeting certain conditions. You can even get frames as hollow foils, which you can use to customize your photos. Friendship stories, special stories that you can view by selecting chat once a guest reaches a certain friendship level. Once you interact with guests again and again, raise your favorite trained friendship levels and try to get scrapbook photos for your friendship stories. With this update, 9 trainers can be invited as guests. We plan to make more trainers available in future updates. We hope you look forward to it. Note, to invite a trainer to the guest lounge, as a guest to the Trainer's Lounge, you need to obtain that Trainer's Lounge applicable sync pair. Ooh. So maybe you do need the basic sync pair? Yes, you do need the basic pairs for it, because I'm looking at Marnie now. It also says 8 out of 9 on mine. I don't own basic Marnie. You can invite Marnie and Morpeko once you've teamed up with them. Okay, so I cannot invite Marnie. That sucks, but I have the other 8. So you do need Gacha to be a bit on your side if you want to start inviting more sync pairs for this. I mean, I'd prefer if I didn't need to have them pulled, but like I said, it makes sense with the way they're doing it, because it just, I don't know, it makes sense in my head. I just don't necessarily like it. Next, we'll talk to you about expeditions. You can choose sync pairs to form a team and send them out on expeditions of various parts in Pasio. By launching expeditions, you can get rewards, including items used for interactions. The items can be exchanged for various upgrade items. Each sync pair has expedition skills that will make it easier or harder for them to find certain items. Form an expedition team with various sync pairs. Try to get rewards as efficiently as possible. In the Trainer's Lodge, you can get various rewards from expeditions as you deepen your bonds with trainers by interacting with them. So we hope you can enjoy the Trainer's Lodge with your favorite trainers. That's even more to the Trainer's Lodge. For additional details, check out the Trainer's Lodge download for in-game tips. Additionally, a monthly Pokefair Scout will be made available in conjunction with the arrival of the Trainer's Lodge. Sync pairs that you'll need to obtain to invite guests to the Trainers Lodge, such as Cynthia and Gartron and then Zekrom, will be included in the monthly Pokefair Scout. The monthly Pokefair Scout will feature different fair exclusive sync pairs each month. This month, the featured pair is Cynthia and Gartron. Note that these features will be reflected after updates are implemented. So I like this one because this actually puts Pokefair Scouts not necessarily on a rotation, but you'll know like each month you'll have a shot at a different Pokefair Scout, which is good because, like I said, you'll have access to a different one each month. Like this month in particular, we're getting Cynthia and Gartron. So if you want Cynthia and Gartron this month, you're gonna want to go towards that banner. Although I would not do that this month because anniversary is here, so I think we would prioritize that personally. But yeah, that's there's that. Anyway, in a previous message, we'll let you know that this sync pairs will be powered up. Cynthia and Gartron were the first of these sync pairs. Their sync grid has become even more powerfully activate tiles such as attack plus 20, speed plus 20 without using any energy, and tiles such as Sandblaster 5 have been added. Taking on battles with powered up Cynthia and Gartron on try taking on battles with powered up Cynthia and Gartron on your team to unlock some tiles in the Gartron's blue level must be raised to 2 or 3. So something else about this that actually kind of has my interest that like I just like popped into my head. I wonder if Cynthia is a Pokefair unit that's effectively got reworked in an expanded grid. I wonder if they're going to rework a lot more older sync pair units or Pokefair units, because some of them are just underwhelming, kind of like Lance and Dragonite. They could be a lot better. So they could like modernize them by expanding their grid, putting them into the Trainers Lodge for the monthly scout. But then that makes you wonder about maybe like N and Zekrom. They're already pretty good as it is, but would they get an expanded grid as well? Who knows? But that's just something that crossed my mind. 3rd anniversary of Pokemon Masters EX is almost here. Pokemon Masters EX is about to celebrate its 3-year anniversary. We'd like to extend our sincerest gratitude to all players as a token of appreciation for your support to commemorate the 3-year anniversary. Login bonus at present of 3,000 gems and other rallies carrying away starting August 27th, 2022 at 11 p.m. Here are the specific details we have in store for the anniversary. I'm glad about the 3K gems, but how about 36.6K gems so that I can ensure pity at least 2 units this cycle. Ash arrives in the Scout at long last. Ash will arrive in the Sync Pair Scout as a Master Fair. In addition to our user Master Fair, gems go on sale to commemorate the arrival of Ash. A special one-time Sync Pair Scout of 11 featuring Ash Master Fair will be available for 1,000 paid gems. Ooh, that's very, very tempting, actually. If you have any number of paid gems, like if you have 1,000 paid gems, that's very, very tempting for that. Also, Ash's event from July will return, and a new story event will begin. Plus, special events will be added at the same time. In one of them, you can battle Ash and his Pokemon daily for amazing rewards, and in the other, you can take on challenging battles. We hope you look forward to them. Challenging battles kind of has me worried. It makes me think of extreme battles, to be honest. So, let's hope if it's an extreme battle, it's doable without having Ash. But I assume, like, obviously it'll be geared towards having Ash, but if you don't have Ash, it'll just be a lot harder. Red and Cynthia appear in new Signet suits. In addition to Ash, Sync Pair Scouts for the 3rd anniversary will feature Cynthia and Red as Sync Pairs in new Signet suits. These Sync Pairs will start on separate days. Cynthia and Red also play big parts in the upcoming events, an Extreme Battle event in a sort. Oh god, Extreme Battle. Alright, well, I'm gonna find out. Buddy Moves debut. So we saw this in the trailer. World. Powerful moves called Buddy Moves will debut. To use a Buddy Move during battle, it must first meet certain conditions, which differ from move to move. Each move will have its own powerful specialized effects, and some future Sync Pairs will even have them as normal moves. That's very, very interesting. So Ash and Pikachu, Signet Suit Cynthia, Aura, and Lucario, and Signet Suit Red, Thunderbolt, and Pikachu. Thunderbolt, that's what they're using it? Okay. Will make an appearance during the 3rd anniversary and will have Buddy Moves. More Sync Pairs with Buddy Moves scheduled to arrive in the future and will not be limited to Master Sync Pairs. Oh, that's actually huge. That's not limited to Master Sync Pairs. We look forward to them. Next, I'd like to tell you about the Buddy Moves and Sync Pairs that appear during the 3rd anniversary will have, as well as Sync Pairs capabilities. So, Ash and Pikachu. Ash and Pikachu are an electric type strike Master Sync Pair. The Buddy Move is called B Thunderbolt, and it's usable after Ash and Pikachu use a move 3 times. It gets more powerful the more move slots it uses up. It uses up to 6 slots, so you can deal major damage depending on the situation. Also, Ash's passive skill is extremely powerful effects. It increases the moves of Ash and Pikachu's Thunder and reduces the move gauge by 1 and making it a guaranteed hit. So piercing gains on Thunder, and it takes up 2 meter, I guess, or maybe 3. I don't know how many it would be for Thunder. Thunder's typically 3 meters, so 2 meter. Okay, I like that. They're not going to lose charges their move gauge by 6, restores their HP by approximately 20%, and applies super effective up next, damage guard next, and gradual healing effects to themselves. They also have other powerful moves and passive skills, making them a versatile sync pair that can help in all kinds of battles. I really like Ash and Pikachu. But let's move into a pair that I also really like. Sync Cynthia, and Lucario are fighting type support master sync pair. I was hoping she'd be tech because support seems kind of weird for Lucario because Lucario isn't exactly bulky. But with how they do things in Masters, I mean, like, you know, Togepi is really good as a support. So it'll speak for itself once we get it. The buddy move is called Buddy Aura Sphere. It's usable every time they are hit by 2 attack moves. Okay, so you want them to get hit. Okay, that's an interesting one. It deals damage to one opponent, applies movement acceleration to all allies, increases the physical moves up next, and special moves up next to all allies by 2 ranks. Oh, that's pretty good. Also, the Cynthia's Aura passive skill can turn the field play zone into fighting the first time they enter a battle or after using a sync move. Ooh, I like that. First time into battle or after using the sync move. That's actually pretty solid because you want to use a support sync move to increase your attack, get the double sync buff. That won't really be too great for, you know, shorter battles, so you have to make use of the Cynthia's Aura from when she first pops onto the field. So I wonder if she's going to have a note on her grid that allows her to extend the extend fighting zone on top of that. But on top of that, it won't, and here raises defense and speed F of all allies by 6 stat ranks when the zone is a fighting zone. Ooh, +6 on your both defenses. That's pretty nice. Let's give the team defenses a big boost and raises those stats by 4 stat ranks when the zone is not a fighting zone. That's still really good though. Plus, they can restore allies HP with potion. Oh, all right, kind of wants it. My friend kind of loves units with potion. All right, kind of wants Cynthia and Lucario. And the team fist bump 3 passives because a chance of restoring HP to all allies when successfully attacking with a move. Oh, okay, that's what Blue and Blastoise have. Okay, so they can provide valuable support to allies no matter which sync pair they team up with. That's actually pretty good. Actually, I like that a lot. Sting Suit, Red Thunderbolt, and Pikachu. Sting Suit, Red Thunderbolt, and Pikachu are electric type Tech Master sync pair. Ooh, okay, so they're Tech. I guess it makes sense they wouldn't have Double Striker. Their buddy move is called Buddy Volt Tackle, and it's usable when the terrain is electric terrain. Is that it? Just electric terrain, and then they're just like, all right, Buddy Volt Tackle. Oh god, that's pretty good. And it ignores the target passive skills that will reduce damage or protect the target versus a critical hit. Oh, that's pretty good. Also ignores the enduring effect and lowers the target's defense and speed F by 1 stat rank when they parallel. This just sounds busted. But the Buddy Volt Tackle's power will not be reduced even if multiple opponents are target. Wait, what? Buddy Volt Tackle's power will not be reduced even if multiple opponents are targeted. Oh, wait, what? How do you? Do you have like move extend on your grid or something? Or maybe just have that inherently. No. Since Super Thunderbolt Pikachu don't use max moves, and their G Max Volt Crash can leave all opponents paralyzed. Since Red Thunderbolt Pikachu can turn the field into electric terrain themselves, so use their moves to maximize Buddy Volt Tackle's potential. Plus, their Spark of Victory move can raise their attack by 6 stat ranks, apply gradual healing effects to all allies, making them a sync pair that can excel offense and defense. That's actually really, really solid. I don't like how much I like this though, because I don't have enough gems to pity everything. Like, I'm going for Cynthia first. Cynthia is my main concern. Celebrate 3 years of anniversary with Special Sync Pair Scouts. In addition to the Mass Pokemon I just told you about, 5-star select 15 and the 5-star select 25 Scout would also be available at Celebration 3 years anniversary. The 5-star select 15 Scout includes 3 fair exclusive sync pairs, and the 5-star 25. I didn't know about this. Okay, that's interesting. Plus, you'll be able to select one scout after using each scout. Some sync pairs that debut this year, such as Sync Suit Giovanni and Nidoking, Sync Suit Morty and Ho-Oh will be included, so you don't want to... Oh, that's really good. So is that going to be paid? I feel like that's paid. If that's paid, that sucks. But if you can pick one afterwards, I assume it has to be paid. But if you can just select like Sync Suit Morty or Giovanni Nidoking, that's huge. Wow, that's really, really good. Of course, you know, it's obviously going to depend on how much it costs, but new sync pairs will be added to the BP item exchange starting August 27th at 11 p.m. You'll be able to exchange for 2 new 5-star sync pairs and 4 new 4-star sync pairs at the BP item exchange. Exchange these items, 1 BP sync voucher, which you can exchange for BP sync pair, and 1 BP voucher, super voucher, which you can exchange for 5-star sync pair. Will be sent to all players. Ooh, okay. So they're just raw giving us the 5-star one. That's fantastic. I love that. Even though I have some that I still haven't used. Note, please wait until the sync pair is added to the BP exchange for details about the capabilities. Can we look at them now? I don't know if we can look at them now in terms of stuff already in the game, because you could do that before. I maybe not though. Legendary Arena will permanently be open starting September 7th at 11 p.m. You will be able to take on Legendary Arena whenever you want. Whether you missed some of the battles in the past or just want to step up to the challenge and touch your skills, this will be a great opportunity. Legendary Arena event missions offering general rewards are scheduled to be available in the future as well, so be sure to take those on too. Ooh, I really like that as well. So Legendary Arena will no longer be on rotation, which makes sense because of Legendary Gauntlet now instead. So I like that, and they're still going to be having the missions for them as well. That's great. Upcoming events, we have a lot more events planned for early September, including the electric and fighting type egg event, electric gear type event, and a returning event. Okay, a new event is scheduled for mid-September as well, so I hope you enjoy it. Plus, epic battle event Legendary Gauntlet will begin in late September. A legendary Pokemon will be opponents this time are Latios, Azelf, and Cobalion. Preparation for these battles, we recommend you take on. We recommend on training your Dragon, Ice, Bug, and Fire type sync pairs. Legendary Arenas. Expect the next episode. Next message. Our next message is scheduled for late September. In it, we plan to share information about new sync pairs that will arrive in October, as well as new upcoming events. We're always working hard to deliver updates or improvements. Okay, I think this is the same as it is each time. So yeah, that is a lot of stuff happening for the anniversary, and it took a while for me to get through all of that, plus the Datamine information. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about all of this. I'm very, very excited for these. Looking forward to some of these new sync pairs, some of these interactions and things like that. Let me know yeah, I already said that. Yeah, let me know what you guys think about that, what you guys are looking forward to. And I'd appreciate it if you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys could like, comment, and subscribe. It helps the channel, it helps the girl, shows me enjoying the content. And I will see you guys next time. Later.